Hi everyone, it's Joey. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hi. Consider this my rebranding on YouTube kasi I've been doing this for so long. Alam niyo, chinek ko yung first ever video ko and in-upload ko siya ng June 14, 2015, which is 6 years ago. And na-realize ko lang na ang tagal ko na pala tong ginagawa, pero I haven't really given you guys the chance to get to know me and what's in my heart and who I really am. I show you guys snippets of my life. A lot of the time, it's the happy ones. Of course, because my goal naman talaga ever since is to bring happiness and positivity to you guys. Lalo na if some of you are going through something tough, then you can watch my YouTube video and smile. But now that I've grown a lot and now that I've realigned my perspectives and where I want to be, especially with my YouTube and social media career, I think it's time for you guys to get to know me, what's in my heart, the things that I stand for, and just who I am. Because I feel like these past 6 years, hindi ko nabigay sa inyo yon. I feel like what's lacking is the connection between me and my audience. And when I started reflecting on where I want this YouTube to go, I really told myself na I wanted this to become a platform where other people can watch my videos and get something out of it. You know, growing up kasi I'm the youngest of 5 siblings and my age gap from my siblings is pretty big. I never got to relate with them and I had my own struggles as a child and I felt like I was super isolated and alone and I didn't have like that someone who will be able to guide me. And lalo na ngayon that you guys are growing up in the social media age where everything is literally online and everything is open for judgment, for bullying, for interpretation of other people, and there's also society and their way of telling you how to live, and it's so easy to just get lost in it and not know where you stand and how you can stand for what you believe in. And I want my channel to be that place for you guys where you guys can learn from me and I can learn from you also, and we can be vulnerable together and just answer questions about life and adulting and navigating through life together. I hope that makes sense. I kind of want this to be big sis content because I feel like I've grown a lot these past few months. I hope I've grown a lot these past few months, and I just really want to rebuild my channel to be more of help for you guys. So, in this video, I will allow you guys to really dig deep into my heart and the things that I believe in and the things that I know and I can impart to you guys, if that makes sense. Okay, so starting with the most vulnerable fact about me here on YouTube. So, because I did YouTube back in 2015, growing up, I watched Zoe Sugg and Michelle Phan and Bethany Mota. I don't even know if you guys know these people that I'm talking about, but they were like the queens of YouTube. And before I even started my YouTube account, alam mo, sabi ko talaga, I want to be like these people who have created a platform for themselves. Like, imagine how powerful these women were, that they were able to create an audience who was so interested in their lives and who cared about the things that they said. And I knew that I wanted that for myself also. And so there I was at like, I don't know what, 14, 15 years old. I started my YouTube channel and I thought I knew where I was headed, but then, insecurities and doubts came along the way. YouTube is one of my biggest sources of insecurity and doubt because I had this parang source of entitlement na parang sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, bakit ako 2015 pa ako nag-start, itong mga taong to 2018 lang, pero ngayon sobrang booming na sila, sobrang, bakit ganon? Parang what am I doing wrong? Parang may source of entitlement ako na, parang bakit ako ang tagal ko na itong ginagawa and pinapaghirapan ko siya, pero why can't people see that? Like, why are other people shining and I can't shine? And for the longest time, that was so toxic for me because I didn't allow myself to be happy for other people, and I didn't allow myself to grow at that time. And I realized that until now, ever since that time until now, I'm in the season of waiting. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why God put me in a waiting season, because He wants me to learn, to grow, and to maybe, realize what I really should be doing. And yeah, so here I am. I am trying not to compare myself to the success of others, because I realize that our timelines are all written differently. One person can upload one YouTube video that can have millions of views within the next day and then have their career presented right in front of them. And others, are in, like me, the season of waiting, where it takes a bit of time for you to really find your place in the world and find where you should be in your career. But one thing's for sure, I really stand firm in what I believe in. I feel like YouTube is the right place for me, because this is where I started it. This is where I felt like I belonged ever since, and there's a reason why I felt that way, and I want to again find my reason as to why I started this channel in the first place. So I hope you guys allow me to do that. I hope you guys allow me to figure out why I'm here and why I want to keep doing it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy getting to know me a little bit better, and I hope you guys get something out of these answers also. So, actually, funny story, I was in the middle of creating a PowerPoint presentation for our team building, our online team building, and I realized now, wow, I came up with really great questions. And while I was typing the questions, I was also coming up with answers in my head, and I thought, this would be a great YouTube video, and that's why I'm here right now. So here I am. I'm gonna be answering really intimate and vulnerable questions with you guys, so I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so the first question is, what is something you struggled with growing up? I think I've talked about this before, but one of my biggest struggles growing up is being liked and making friends. I grew up in a really small school. Well, proximity-wise, or like, ano ba, like, how do you say that? Yung parang measure wise, my school is pretty big, but I say small in a sense na everybody knows everybody, gossip spreads fast, and it was a really small community, and I felt like for the longest time I had no room for growth, because ever since I was a kid, in grade school, I was labeled as the mean girl, the B word, and just someone that people didn't want to be friends with, and somebody people didn't like. And admittedly, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I was really a mean kid. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what happened to make me that way, but I was just that way. And I admitted it. I was mean to a lot of my friends. I made people hate other people. It was just really bad. But again, I was in grade school. I can't really hold myself accountable for a lot of the things that I did in grade school, because that was the time in my life where I had to discover who I was and who I wanted to be and the friends that I wanted to have. I was in grade school. And honestly, in high school, for the first 1 to 2 years, I remained the same girl, but there were so many things that happened in my life that reshaped who I was. I honestly grew so much in high school. I learned a lot from myself and the people around me, and I learned that I didn't want to become who people were saying I was. And I really grew out from that. I really did. But it remained my struggle because people didn't allow me to grow. People had the same perspectives of who I was, and they didn't even give me the benefit of the doubt to get to know me again, or even just like alam mo yon, allow me to change, because that's possible. People do change, and I think that's something that people can't accept. They feel like if they know you to be this person, you're going to be like that for the rest of your life. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true. People are capable of growth, especially when there are things in their life that force them to grow, force them to change. And you know, I didn't have that much friends in high school, and before I used to cry about that, but now I'm so thankful because it helped me keep my inner circle. It helped me focus on the friendships that I had, and it helped me focus on me, focus on building myself and who I wanted to become. And people always say this, but I don't think they really understand what it means. Quality over quantity is the best. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. It matters who you have and the substance that these people have and the impact that they have in your life. I've had two best friends from grade school all throughout high school until now. We're still best friends. And if I had so many friends that I can't count, I probably wouldn't have given the same effort, the same energy that I would now with my friends. And I just feel like those experiences that I had in grade school and in high school, those experiences I had of people gossiping about me, people who didn't even know me, have never created a conversation with me. They had stuff to say about me, and I was like, whoa, like, where is this coming from? How can you say something about me when you haven't even met me? Like, that's how crazy it was in high school. But I learned to live with it. I learned to give myself the benefit of the doubt. I learned to give myself time to grow, and I met so many amazing people along the way, and I also learned from the people who were mean to me. And so I wouldn't trade that for anything. Before, I used to tell myself if I could just have a redo of my life, then I would do everything different. But looking back at it now, I can't say the same, because if that didn't happen to me, if I didn't experience that, if I wasn't the mean girl in grade school, then I wouldn't be who I am now. And yeah, that's what I struggled with growing up. I hope that made sense. Okay, the next question is, what's something you struggle with now? I think now my biggest struggle is where I want to be after college, because graduation is not that far along for me. I have 2 more terms, so that's like what, 10, like 8 months from now. And I, for the life of me, I do not know. I can't, like, I physically can't see myself where I think I want to be after college. Like, because I've been studying for so long that I imagine myself doing anything other than being a student. And I know that's so bad. I know that I need to get a reality check soon. But I feel like one of the biggest reasons why I don't know what I want to do after college is because I started my channel again 6 years ago, and believe it or not, ever since that day that I started my channel, I knew that this is what I want to be doing for the rest of my life. Really, like, I'm not even kidding. The moment that I uploaded my first video, I knew that being in front of the camera, entertaining people, and trying to create content online is what I want to do forever. Really, that's not even a joke. Okay, the next question is, what are the things that you want to improve on? So before I answer this question, I think it's important to acknowledge all of the things that I've done so far and that I've improved on so far, because I can honestly say that I've come a really, really, really long way, so much so that I'm so different from who I was 6 months ago, and I can really say that with all honesty, like, no BS. I'm super different. But if I can think of one thing that I want to improve on, it's becoming more independent, because ever since I was a kid, I grew up in a household where we have at least four helpers in our house. You ask me what for? Well, we have one person to help us wash our clothes. There's a person to cook our food. There's someone who cleans our whole house, including our rooms and everything. So everything was spoon fed to me. As in, imagine leaving my room where everything's messy and then coming home after school, finding everything spotless and clean. So, ever since I was a kid, I did not need to learn how to fold my clothes or wash my clothes, wash the dishes, um, uh, make my bed, clean my room, nothing. And you think that I would be happy about it? I was for a really long time, but now I'm not. Because then I realized now that I'm slowly coming to the age where I want to move out of the house and eventually, of course, get married and start my own family. I do not know for the life of me how to do all of these things. And I now want to start learning. Don't get me wrong. Of course, I know how to wash the dishes. Of course, I know how to wash my clothes. It's just like having to do that every single day is what I feel like will be hard for me, but I know that I have to condition myself to do that, because I can't always expect for other people to do that to me, because who knows, maybe once I get a house or once like I probably live on my own, of course I can't afford to hire someone to do that for me at once. So I have to learn all of those things, and I'm so thankful that I was able to experience at least 2 years in college that I was out of the house, because I had to do all of those things myself. I had to learn how to clean up after myself. I had to learn how to cook, not order out every single day, and I had to learn how to somehow be independent. Of course, I still would collect my dirty clothes and then bring them home after a whole week, but then, even a little, there was like a sense of independence there, even a little. So yeah. um the next question is, what do you value most and why? um of course, I value my family so much. I grew up with a really, really close, big family, as in, even up to my second cousins, my third cousins, like I know all of them and I'm close with some of them. I have a really, really, really big family, and that's something that I value so much, because I always had playmates growing up. I always had Sundays to look forward to, where we would all meet up in my lola's house and we would all just be there until the night. And it's just, it's so refreshing to have family to look forward to after, like, after school, or when something happens to you, you can depend on people. So yeah, I value my family the most, I think. Not I think. I value my family the most because of my childhood, and because of everything that it's taught me, all of the things that I've learned from my mom and my grandparents and my titas and titos. Another thing that I value the most are my relationships with other people, because God made us to relate to other people, to build community and friendship with other people. We're not meant to be alone in this world. We're not meant to be isolated. I think that's why the pandemic has been so hard for us, because we're not meant to be isolated from other people. And so I really value all of my friendships. If you ask me what kind of friend I am that kind of friend who you can call at 12 a.m., say you have a problem, and I will go to you. I will legitimately go to you. If you feel like you have problems, I send you care baskets or like food to make you feel better. I'm someone who plans birthdays, plans small events for you. I'm a really thoughtful person. I don't mean to like build myself up. I've learned through the years to value myself also, because I've met a lot of people along the way who take advantage of what I can offer. And I had to learn these things about me, so I know how to value myself also, and how to give that value to the right kind of people. And I can really say that I'm such a caring person. I'm super thoughtful, and I'm like that with all of my friends, and that's why when you become my friend, I really value you. I take the time to get to know you. I take the time to make you feel like you're special to me, because that's important. And yeah, we're down to our last two questions here, so I hope you guys are ready because these are pretty juicy. I'm just kidding. Okay, so the next question is, what is your ultimate goal in life and why? I don't think I have just one goal. I feel like I have like a set of goals that would make me feel like, I've really made it in life and I'm ready to go. Jesus, take me. Parang ganon. One of them being, ever since I was a kid, I don't know what age, but like pretty young, I knew that I wanted to become a mom. Like, I knew that that's one of my biggest like purpose in life. I want to become a mom. Of course, that also comes with becoming a wife. I told you guys, ever since I was a kid, family was really instilled in us. Like, the importance and the value of your family is so important, and it's necessary in your life. And um, I just, well, I just imagine myself as a mom, a really good mom, in fact. I imagine myself being best friends with all of my kids, knowing all of their secrets, being the one to drive them to parties and stuff like that. I want to be a cool mom also. That's one of my goals. One of my goals also is to learn how to be a good wife. I know that right now with like feminism and stuff like that, maybe that's not ideal to some people, but I really want to be able to learn how to serve my family best. Not to the point where like I'm their yaya, not like that, but you know, the role talaga kasi of wives and mothers is to be able to create a good foundation for their family. Your when your mom is strong and she has like these unbreakable set of values and she shows you who you need to become, I feel like that's really powerful. And I want my children to see me as a mom who, or as a, not even just a mom, a person who they want to, as or who they aspire to be in the future. Another goal of mine is to finish reading the Bible front and back. If you ask me why, it's because I truly believe that, well, you know, when you buy something new, like let's say a laptop, and then it comes with an instruction manual on how to operate it, and then how to keep it alive and how to take care of it, I feel like that's the Bible for us. The Bible is a human being's instruction manual. And I really truly believe that no matter what your religion or your belief is in life, you have to at least read the Bible once in your life, because that's where your foundation should come from. That's where your faith and beliefs should come from. And there are so many amazing stories in the Bible that you can relate to yourself now. Just the journey of Jesus in the world tells you so much about how we should live and how we should treat other people. So the second most important commandment in the Bible is to love others as you love yourself. And I think that we need that reminder every single day, because it's so easy to hate on people. It's so easy to condemn other people because they're not doing what's right, or they're not doing what's acceptable in society. But you know, Jesus says to love. Love one another despite anything, despite all your differences, despite of what they've done to you. Love them. And you know, that's such a strong commandment, because it's something that we all need to learn. We need to look past our differences and just love one another, because that's what the Bible says. And that's so powerful. Okay, sorry, we're down to our last question. What is something you wish more people knew about you? Honestly, I wish more people knew my heart, like really what's inside my heart, because these past few months of trying to get to know myself better and trying to improve on myself, you know, I realize that I'm not, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I realize that I'm not the person who people keep saying that I am. I understand that other people say this about me because that's who they knew me to be. But then, like, that's not who I am now. And I just really wish that more people, especially people from my past, would just try to get to know me more and who I am now, because I'm a really I'm a good person. I know that. I always check up on my friends. I always make sure that everybody's okay. I always make sure that the people around me are happy. Um and you know, I realize that I'm the kind of friend that I have always wanted to have. That went from 0 to 100 really, really quick. Yeah, that's it. That's me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed opening up to you guys. It honestly felt like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I don't know why. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. From now on, you guys will see more of these types of contents from me. To be honest with you guys, I used to be super obsessed with numbers and all of that, because talagang before I would tell myself, okay, your vlogs can only be 10 to 15 minutes max, because people won't watch it after like the 8th minute or the 10th minute or something like that, or my thumbnail has to have this color because this color catches people's eyes and then they're gonna want to click on your video, or you have to upload at 7 p.m. sharp because that's when people are the most active. Those things are relevant, I know, but I just let myself obsess about it for so long that for the longest time my content has been more about how I want people to see me, but not really who I am. So, yeah, more of these contents, more big sis contents. If you guys have any questions or topics that you guys want to discuss, comment them down below. Or if it's like a more intimate question, then you can DM me on Instagram. All of my links are down below. And I hope to see more of you guys on my channel. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in my next one.